Oke, selamat siang Tribuner. Saya dari Desa Lembu Putih, Kecamatan Karangjowo,
Kecamatan Karangjowo,
Ka-
Kabupaten
eh,
Klaten.
Desa Karangjowo, Kecamatan Karangjowo, Klaten.
Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Mutiara in Indonesia News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is the discovery of corpse flowers in rice fields. The corpse flower or suwek was found by residents in a rice field near the Kendeng River in Lembu Putih Hamlet, Karangjowo Village, Karangdowo District, Klaten Regency on Tuesday, November 8, 2022. TribunSolo.com tries to meet the resident who found him. Sumanto is 51 years old. He works as a farmer every day. At first, he admitted that he was circling the rice field shortly after resting at home. That morning, Sumanto was about to work on the rice fields in the eastern area where the flower was found. In the afternoon, after the break, while passing by, there was a foul or rotten smell in the place where the flower was located. After being traced, it turned out that the corpse flower had already bloomed. The corpse flower itself has a height of about 40 cm with a leaf width of about 35 to 40 cm when found. According to him, this flower has only grown near where he lives. Sumanto, shortly after finding out, immediately called his nephew Tio to be immortalized using his cell phone. The next news is a student in Pesawaran died drowning in the river. A junior high school student drowned in the Waikekah Pesawaran River on Tuesday, November 10, 2022. A junior high school student drowned while swimming in the Waikekah River, Sepakat Hamlet Sukadadi Village, Gedong Tataan District. The student who drowned was Desta Bayu Aditya, a 14-year-old resident of Gunung Rejo Hamlet, Wiono Village, Gedong Tataan District, Pesawaran Regency. Sudianto, an eyewitness who took part in the incident, said it was known at around 11 a.m. the victim and three of his friends were taking a bath together in the Waikekah River. However, not long after, suddenly the victim drowned and then disappeared. The location is at the point where the victim and his three friends swim together. He explained that after the incident, the three friends of the victim immediately shouted for help until local residents came to the scene. Then shortly thereafter, a 2-hour search by local residents, and in the end, the victim could be found and immediately evacuated. Meanwhile, Sukadadi Village head Rudy Marioto said his party had contacted the victim's family to pick up the victim at the Pesawaran Regional General Hospital. The next news comes from Jakarta. One family was found dead in a house in Kalideres area. 4 bodies belonging to one family were found dead rotting in a house in the Kalideres area. Based on the result of the autopsy, there was no food left in the stomach of the 4 bodies. They allegedly did not eat and drink in quiet a long time. Residents of Citra Garden Housing Complex Kalideres, West Jakarta, were shocked by the discovery of 4 bodies in a house on Tuesday, November 10, 2022. The four bodies consist of a husband and wife, namely RG and RM, a child with the initial DF, and a brother-in-law, namely BG. The four were found rotting dead in the bedroom, living room, and back room. The result of the autopsy at the Republic Indonesia Police Hospital Kramat Jati showed that there was no leftover food in the organs in one family. The head of the Kalideres Police Sector, Police Commissioner Adjutant Safri Wasdat, revealed that the four victims allegedly had not eaten for some time. The same thing was also confirmed by the head of the West Jakarta Metro Resort Police Grand Commissioner Pasma Royce. It is suspected that the four victims did not eat or drink for a long time. This is also evident from the muscle of the victim who have shrunk. Pasma added that the four victims died 3 weeks ago at different times. From the result of the police investigation, no traces of blood were found at the location where the body was found. The forensic doctor team also found no sign of violence on the victim's body. The next news is Ganjar Millennial Center volunteers in Sika are ready to support Ganjar Pranowo to become president. A group of young people in Sika Regency who are members of the Ganjar Millennial Center volunteers in Sika Regency expressed their readiness to support Ganjar Pranowo as President of the Republic Indonesia in the next 2024 general election. The statement of support for Ganjar Pranowo was made through the Ganjar Declaration of the Millennial Center of Sika Regency on Thursday, November 10, 2022 at the Tsunami Monument, Maumere City, Sika Regency, Flores East, Nusa Tenggara. Present at the Declaration of Ganjar Millennial Center in Sika Regency, Chairman of the Regional Leadership Council of Ganjar Millennial Center of East Nusa Tenggara Province, Nasrun, and Head of Public Relation and Publication of Ganjar Millennial Center Regional Leadership Council of East Nusa Tenggara Province, Ian Bere. The series of activities for the Declaration of the Ganjar Millennial Center in Sika Regency included the delivery of assistance in the form of basic necessities and used clothing to fire victims on Hogorhini Street, Unang City Village, Alok District, Sika Regency on Monday, November 7, 2022. On Thursday, November 10, 2022, Ganjar Millennial Center volunteers in Sika Regency will also carry out social service around the Tsunami Monument, Maumere City, and planting bamboo trees in Wake River, to be precise in Magedoa Hamlet, Langit Village, Kangadea District, Sika Regency, which is the site of erosion. The participants who attended the activity amount to approximately 100 people who came from various regions in Sika Regency. The next news is student brawl action in the Bangka Belitung Island. Recently, student brawl in white and gray uniforms secured in Pangkal Pinang, Bangka Belitung Island province. It is estimated that the brawl involved dozens of students. The brawl for about 15 minutes took place in front of the Depati Amir Pangkal Pinang Stadium, Bangka Belitung Island Province on Wednesday, the 9th of November 2022 yesterday. Regarding the brawl, the Secretary of the Bangka Belitung Education Board, Ibrahim, highlighted that the existence of brawls between students should become the concern of all schools to conduct education. Ibrahim said that brawls between students were a rare occurrence in Bangka Belitung and at the same time were not part of cultural habits. Although not part of the student culture in Bangka Belitung, Ibrahim also explained several factors that could trigger brawls between students. To prevent the brawls from happening again, Ibrahim emphasized that he had to identify the origins of the student who carry out the brawls. The next uses hundreds of BTS towers installed in South Halmahera. The progress of the installation of 137 BTS tower units with assistance from the Ministry of Communication and Information Republik Indonesia through the Telecommunication and Information Accessibility Agency or BACTI to the Regency Government of South Halmahera, North Maluku in March 2022. Now it is almost finished. Head of the South Halmahera Statistical Informatics and Encryption Communication Service, Sutego said, of the 137 BTS tower units, now 130 units are in the installation stage. It is spread in every village in the South Halmahera district. He detailed 130 units of BTS towers are currently in the implementation of installation of the location. 32 units have been complete and are just waiting on air. 5 locations have been activated. 6 locations are still in the BTS installation stage. 24 locations are in the tower construction stage. 16 locations are in the casting stage. 16 locations are still in the formwork stage and 11 locations are still in the site clearing stage. Sutego said that the assistance of 137 BTS tower units from the Ministry of Communication and Information of Republik Indonesia was to support access to public information. Apart from that, it is also in order to support the accessibility of information and communication in the development of smart city in South Halmahera. He also explained that the assistance of 137 units of BTS towers by the Ministry of Communication and Information Republik Indonesia was part of a program launched by President Jokowi, namely A Signal Free Indonesia. For the implementation of this assistance, continues Sutego, the regional government only provides land for the installation of BTS towers. The last news is Ferdy Sambo and his wife need to be examined regarding their personality. The personality of the victim Nofriansah Yosua Huta Barat alias Brigadir J was alluded to by the defendant Ferdy Sambo during the trial on Wednesday, the 9th of November 2022. Forensic psychology expert Reza Indragiri actually considered that Ferdy Sambo and his wife Putri Chandrawati deserve more personality analysis. During the hearing last Wednesday, according to him, Ferdy Sambo's party was impressed to dig up Brigadir J's bad things about the household members and former adjutants at his house. Reza admitted that he was surprised that the criminal profiling was carried out by the defendant in the trial for the murder of Brigadir J. Feeling odd because Brigadir J's negative side is being kidnapped all the time, Reza thinks there is an attempt to criminalize Brigadir J. He admits that he is worried that Brigadir J, whose life has been taken, is still being attacked and blamed. Reza instead that it would be more important and relevant if what was examined were the nature, personality, and behavior of the two defendants, the husband and wife. Separately, family lawyer Brigadir J, Kamarudin Simanjuntak denied Ferdy Sambo's accusation by opening a psychological test. According to him, Brigadir J had undergone a rigorous selection in the form of psychological tests and physical health tests, which later made him accepted as a member of the Indonesian National Police. Kamarudin emphasized that Brigadir J was born with a healthy psychological and physical condition into adulthood. He also managed to go through a rigorous psychological test when he registered with the police until he was finally accepted. the officer with the best performance in Jambi so that he was then recruited to Jakarta. Verdi Sambo himself considered Brigadier G to be the best member and recruited him as an adjutant. Because he believed in Brigadier G's abilities, he then assigned his favorite adjutant to escort his wife. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me Mutiara. Don't forget to follow us in YouTube Tribun Lampung News Video, Facebook Tribun Lampung, Instagram and TikTok account of Tribun Lampung for further information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.